What's going on, Tool Groupies? If you haven't caught part one, make sure you do that. Basically, this lady that I worked with for a long time called me up, said she had some contractors come in and do some work for her. One of them likes to brag about doing all this and all that and making sure that he does it right. But when she went in, she noticed a few little things was off, so she asked me to come over and do a walkthrough myself and see if I found anything major. This is part two to that video. Of course, she asked me to come in and fix everything that he missed.
See, now they're paying me to fix this guy's mistakes, and whenever we get this bifold in here to see what's going on, it needs to be cut. It's too tall. After it gets cut, you can clearly see that the notches in the baseboard are not as wide as what they should be, so even if we set it up there, it's going to rip the base down just as soon as you open or close it. Wrong size brackets again. People out here can brag all day long about how damn good they are. I'm more old school than that. Actions speak louder than words. I'll let you brag all day long about all the different stuff that you've done. See, the people that I do jobs for, they're the ones who do the bragging for me. I'm what you call a perfectionist, but when that's what they pay for, that's what they get. Now, if you're just doing handyman work and you're going to turn and burn something, slap it together as quickly as possible, okay. I'll go through and check every receptacle that you got. I'll put a tester in it, check the voltage, make sure it's wired correctly, make sure nothing's loose. I'll check your door knobs, your door hinges, everything, make sure it's all nice and tight. Whenever I first started doing this stuff, my basic pitch to people was, hey, you got these guys doing this work for you. Whenever they get done, let me come in and do a walkthrough with you. I'll walk through and check out everything that you got in your place, and I'll show you what I would have done differently and what they missed. Whenever you start pointing this stuff out to people, they're like, wow, yeah, I'll hire you to come do it next time. Or at the very least, he'll call you up and say, hey, want to make a quick $50 to come in and do a walkthrough and see what needs done here? Once you move somebody in your property and a bunch of this stuff starts failing, you're going to be liable for it. People are going to have to come in while they're living there, and you've got to deal with them while trying to fix stuff. And it's going to let them know that your property's falling apart. It wasn't maintained properly. You get into a situation where a door falls on an old woman or a loose mirror falls off the wall, you're going to have some issues. I've done this sort of stuff over the years on and off on the side doing handyman work. But I've always worked on machines, equipment, automotives, and things like that, and it's no different than working on that kind of stuff. It's automotive maintenance, machine and equipment maintenance, property maintenance. It's all about maintaining what you got and keeping it functioning like new as long as possible. About it, one of these doors fall off and lands on a kid, that's a big time problem. That's a lawsuit. Hell, one could fall and land on something and break the door. Then you got to worry about replacing the door, paying somebody to do it. All this stuff adds up to you spending more money, you investing more money into something that could have been maintained the right way from the get-go. Damn bifold's broke. As you can see right here, the weight of that bifold was sitting on that. That's the one that was hanging there.
But yeah, this is just one of many things that I do. If you want to see all the different types of stuff that I get into and all the tools that I use to fix this stuff, you just got to pop that clutch, subscribe, and follow along.